Good morning, class. So welcome to the session of solid mechanics. So today we'll be discussing some derivations on a body subjected to mutually perpendicular stresses. And also shear stress. So body subjected to mutually perpendicular stresses and shear stress. We'll derive the equation for sigma n and sigma t. What is sigma n? Sigma n is a normal stress, sigma n is a tangential stress or shear stress. So, the diagram, this is P1 and this is P2, where P1 is major principal stress or major force. Sigma 2 will be minor principal stress. Sigma 1 is major stress due to P1. Sigma 2 will be minor stress due to P2. And tau is called as shear stress. Shear stress is a type of stress which acts on the surface of the body. Okay. So we'll draw the diagram here. Suppose this is an oblique plane. Let this be A, B, C, D. Let this be F. Okay. Now this is the angle theta for the oblique plane on which you need to calculate sigma n and sigma t. Okay. Sigma n and sigma t have to be calculated based on this angle. Okay. Let this be the shear stress. Shear stress tau is acting like this. Okay. So we'll start with the derivation. We need to write down this one. Let sigma 1 is the major stress, sigma 2 is the minor stress, tau is shear stress. Okay. Next is we'll draw the free body diagram of this FBC. Free body diagram of this wedge FBC. So I'll draw here free body diagram of wedge FBC. So this is your FBC. Angle is theta. Angle is theta with the vertical. So this is FBC. If you see force P1 is acting like this, developing one normal and one tangential stress. This is called as P1 cos theta. This is P1 sin theta. Angle is theta. Okay. This is because of P1. Similarly, if I draw for P2, this is the wedge FBC. P2 is acting like this. Okay, P2 is downward here. This is your P2. So again, you have one normal and one tangential stress. So this is theta here. Right, theta is this one. This will be P2 cos theta. This will be P2 sin theta. Okay. Similarly, if I draw for shear stress, let Q1 and Q2 be the two forces because of shear stress. Let this be Q1, okay, capital Q1, and this is your theta. So what are the two normal and horizontal and vertical components developed? This is your horizontal Q1 sin theta, Q2 cos theta. is Q1 with an angle theta with the vertical. So this is your two components. This will be Q1 sin theta. This will be Q1 cos theta. Okay, now again you have Q2 like this. Q1 and Q2 are in the direction of tau. Okay, this is tau. Q1 and Q2 are in the direction of tau. So these are the two components now. This is theta, Q2 cos theta and Q2 sin theta. This angle will be theta. If you see, this is a triangle with a 90-degree angle here, right angle triangle it is. So if you want to calculate this angle, it will be 90 minus theta. So this outside angle will be theta. Okay. So Q1, Q2 cos theta, Q2 sin theta, Q1 sin theta and Q1 cos theta. So next is, we'll write normal forces. Normal forces Pn is equal to, if you see first FBD, this is your first one, this is second FBD, this is third FBD. Three free body diagrams are there. From first, what is the normal force you have? P1 cos theta. Second is P2 sin theta. From the third diagram, you have two normal forces, which is Q1 sin theta and Q2 cos theta. Okay, Q1 sin theta and Q2 cos theta. If you see, what is P1 is equal to, P1 is sigma 1 into BC. Okay, P1 is acting on this phase, right? So if I want to calculate force, it will be stress multiplied by area. Of course, 1 is there here because thickness is 1. That thickness is 1 unit thickness, so it will be P1 into sigma 1 into BC. Similarly, what is P2 is equal to, it is FB multiplied by sigma 2. Or sigma 2 multiplied by FB. Similarly, what is Q here? Q is again FB multiplied by tau. Okay, FB multiplied by tau. I'll substitute all this in this formula. Pn is equal to, similarly we have Q2 also. Q1 will be BC multiplied by tau. Q2 will be FB multiplied by tau. Okay, this is FBC. Q1 will be BC multiplied by tau. Q2 will be FB multiplied by tau. This is 90 degrees here. Okay, two horizontal and vertical components are there. Q1 sin theta and Q2 cos theta. Substituting in this equation, Pn is equal to sigma 1 into BC cos theta plus sigma 2 into FB sin theta plus tau BC sin theta plus tau FB cos theta. Tau FB cos theta. Now, I want to calculate stress on this plane. Sigma n I want to calculate. What is sigma n? Sigma n will be equal to Pn by Fc. Okay, Pn by Fc. So I'll divide all these values by Fc. Bc by Fc cos theta. This is visible?
Yes.
Plus sigma 2 into Fb by Fc. Fb by Fc sin theta plus tau into Bc by Fc sin theta plus tau Fb by Fc cos theta. Tau Fb by Fc cos theta. Okay. So this will be sigma n is equal to, what is BC by FC? If this is the angle theta, adjacent by hypotenuse will be cos. So sigma 1 cos square theta.
Yes.
BC by FC is cos. Multiplied by cos will be cos square theta. Plus sigma 2 FB by FC. Opposite by hypotenuse. So it is sin square theta. Okay, plus tau. What is again BC by FC? It is cos sin theta cos theta plus tau into sin theta cos theta. Again FB by FC will be sin. Sigma 1 cos square theta plus sigma 2 sin square theta plus 2 or tau into 2 sin theta cos theta. 2 sin theta cos theta. Sigma 1 into 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2 plus sigma 2 into 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 plus tau into sin 2 theta. Or if I take common, sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 plus sigma 1, this is minus, sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 into cos 2 theta plus tau sin 2 theta. So this is the equation for sigma n. Equation for sigma n is this. Similarly, you need to add all the tangential forces. Pt is equal to, what are the tangential forces acting? From FBD1 it will be P1 sin theta plus P2 cos theta. This should be taken as negative minus P2 cos theta. Why? Because this is in opposite direction compared to P1. So P2 cos theta then minus Q1 cos theta plus Q2 sin theta. Okay. What is P1? Sigma 1 into BC or sigma T is equal to PT by FC is equal to BC by FC sin theta minus P2 is sigma 2 into FP by FC cos theta minus Q2 is tau into what is Q1 BC by FC cos theta plus tau into FB by FC sin theta. FB by FC sin theta. So this will be sigma T is equal to BC by FC
cos.
So sigma 1 sin theta cos theta minus sigma 2 FB by FC. Again this is sin theta cos theta minus tau into what is BC by FC? Tau into cos square theta, tau into sin square theta. Visible? That is visible? Yes. So if I take common, if I take sin theta cos theta as common and multiply and divide by 2 here, so this will be sigma 1 minus sigma 2 minus tau into, if I take minus tau common, what will be the answer?
Cos square theta.
Cos square theta minus sin square theta. So this will be, what is 2 sin theta cos theta? Sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 sin 2 theta minus, what is this? Tau cos 2 theta. So this is the final answer for sigma t. So this is the final equation for sigma t, and we also have calculated for sigma n. Now we will derive the position for principal plane. What is the principal plane? A plane on which tangential stress or shear stress is 0. Okay. So equate the equation for tangential stress to 0. So sigma 1 sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 into sin 2 theta is equal to tau cos 2 theta, or sin theta by cos theta, sin 2 theta by cos 2 theta is equal to 2 tau by sigma 1 minus sigma 2, or this is tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tau by sigma 1 minus sigma. So if you see this is a right angle triangle like this, what is tan theta? Tan theta will be, if this is theta, it is adjacent by hypotenuse. So 2 tau by sigma 1 minus sigma 2. Correct. Tan 2 theta, if this is 2 theta, it is adjacent by hypotenuse. Sorry, adjacent, opposite by adjacent. So what will be the hypotenuse? It is under root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. Okay, 4 tau square. Or from this, tell me what is sin 2 theta is equal to? Sin 2 theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So 2 tau by under root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. Similarly, what is cos 2 theta is equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 divided by under root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. You got the values for sine and cos. Okay. If we substitute sine and cos in the equation for sigma n, okay, because we are telling on a principal plane shear stress is 0 or tangential stress is 0, but what about sigma n? It will be maximum. So to calculate that maximum normal stress, we substitute the values of sine 2 theta and cos 2 theta in the equation of sigma n. What is the equation for sigma n? Sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 plus sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 into cos 2 theta minus tau plus tau sin 2 theta. Okay. Now substitute this values here in this equation to get what is sigma n. Sigma n is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 plus sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 into what is cos 2 theta. This is the value of cos 2 theta. Sigma 1 minus sigma 2 into, divided by sigma 1 plus minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. Similarly, tau into what is cos 2 tau divided by under root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. I am substituting this cos 2 theta and sin 2 theta values in the equation of sigma n. So sigma n will be equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 plus, if I multiply this, it will be sigma 1 minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. divided by under root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 whole square plus 4 tau square. I'm multiplying these two, taking LCM of this. Okay. One by two will come in. Sigma 1 minus sigma 2 whole square plus 4 tau square divided by under root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. Correct, 1 by 2 will be there. Sigma n is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 into 1 by 2, sorry, plus 1 by 2 into under root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. This is similar to 2 by root 2. What will be the answer for 2 by root 2? This 2 will be root 2 into root 2 by root. So this can be written as root 2. Okay, root or x by root x, anything. So this is similar to the form of x by root x or 2 by root 2. Answer will be root of x. Sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 plus half of under root sigma 1 minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. Okay. If I take this 2 inside, this will be sigma n is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 under root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 whole square plus tau square. 2 when it goes inside it will be 4, right? 4 means 2 square here, 4 and 4 gets cancelled with the 4 tau square. So this is the equation for major principal stress. Write down, this is the equation for major principal stress. Major principal stress. Similarly, to calculate minor principal stress, sigma n is equal to minor principal stress is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 minus under root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 whole square plus 4 tau square. Okay. This is major principal stress. You have a plus sign here. Minor principal stress will be a negative sign here. 4 plus tau square. So next is we'll calculate what is the value for maximum shear stress. Equation for maximum shear stress. To calculate the equation for maximum shear stress, equate dou sigma t by dou theta is equal to, or d sigma t by d theta is equal to 0. If you want to calculate maxima of any function, what is the procedure you follow? Derivative of this equation equated to 0, calculate the value of x from that and substitute x there, it will be maximum value for that equation. Suppose you are calculating f of x, you have a function of f of x. If you want to calculate what is the maximum value of this, so first equate this d by dx of f of x equal to 0. From this you can calculate the value of x, Substitute this x in this equation. It will give you maximum value. Okay. So what is the equation for sigma t? Tell me. Sigma t. Sigma t is sigma 1.
Sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2.
Sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2.
Sin 2 theta.
Sin 2 theta. Minus
tau cos theta.
Tau cos 2 theta equal to 0. Okay. So this is equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2. What is sin 2 theta? Derivative of sin 2 theta. Sin will be plus cos. Cos 2 theta into 2. Or d by d theta of 2 theta will be 2. Okay. Minus tau into what is derivative of cos? Minus sin. Minus sin 2 theta into 2 is equal to 0. So this will be sigma 1 minus sigma 2 into cos 2 theta plus tau 2 tau sin 2 theta. Okay, 2 tau sin 2 theta. Or this has to be equated to 0. Okay, it should be equated to 0, correct?
Yes.
Now, if I take this term that side, 2 tau sin 2 theta is equal to minus of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 into cos 2 theta. Or sin theta by cos theta. Tan 2 theta is equal to minus sign multiplying inside. It will be sigma 2 minus sigma 1. Okay. Tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tau by sigma 2 minus sigma 1. 2 tau sigma 2 minus sigma 1. Suppose you have a right angle triangle again. This is 2 theta. This is opposite by adjacent. Or 2 theta by sigma 2 minus sigma 1. Tell me what is sin theta from this? What is sin 2 theta?
2 tau by
under root of sin 2 sigma 2 minus
This hypotenuse will be under root of sigma 2 minus sigma 1 square plus 4 tau square. Or sin 2 theta is equal to
opposite by
2 tau divided by under root of sigma 2 minus sigma 1 square plus 4 tau square plus 4 tau square. Similarly, what is cos 2 theta is equal to cos 2 theta sigma 2 minus sigma 1 divided by under root of sigma 2 minus sigma 1 square plus 4 tau square. Now we got the values of x here. Okay, now substitute this in back to this equation in the equation of sigma t. What is the equation of sigma t? Sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 into sin 2 theta minus tau cos 2 theta. Substitute these two in this equation.
सर वेट सर इसमें ना मुझे रख देना
Tan 2 theta will be equal to sigma 2 minus sigma 1 by 2 tau. Mistake. There is a mistake here. There is 2 tau. Not 2 tau by sigma 2 minus sigma 1. Okay. So this will be sigma 2 minus sigma 1 here and 2 tau here. If we substitute the sigma t in this equation, sin t theta and cos theta in this equation, final answer will be 1 by 2 root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. This is your final equation. If you solve this mathematically, this will be your final answer. 1 by 2 into root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 square plus 4 tau square. This is final equation. This is called as maximum shear stress or maximum tangential stress.